Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jessica Rich. I am a life coach as well as a leadership development coach, and I focus on helping women become a better version of themselves. So that's through self-love, self-care, health and wellness, really focusing on mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional health, and just really helping women step out and see what they are worthy of and taking ownership of what they desire. So thank you for watching another video. Let's get into it. Morning. I'm so excited to be recording again. Most of you know, if you follow me either on Instagram, my women's improvement calls and emails, that I was sick and I've been down, but I'm happy to be back. Not 100% quite back. Still have a lingering cough. My respiratory system is just still not quite the same. So a little shortness of breath and breathing is off, but I'm so happy to be back. And I'm back at the beginning of Black History Month and the month of love. If you haven't seen my post yesterday, just talking about not thinking of this month just for Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day, because I like to celebrate that too. But it's also an opportunity for us to love ourselves again. So let's check out this hoodie that I have on. It's a crop hoodie. And it says bold, black, and beautiful. Excuse me, bold, black, and bougie. It is a part of the Target Black History collection. I was in there a few weeks ago and I racked up a little bit more than I should have. I think I got 3 sweatshirts, and there was this limitless like light that I bought to put on my desk in my office. And I think I got a coffee mug, but I know I need to go back in there and try a different Target because they had a lot of cute things, and I definitely want to rock them throughout the month of February. So love this, fits great. It's a crop top. There were some like sweatpants to go with it. I didn't get that, but I just got all tops when I went a few weeks ago. So let's get into just what's been going on for this month. So for me, I feel like January has been pretty busy, right? I came back from Mexico, celebrating a friend's birthday, went back into work, and then if some of you didn't know, I celebrated Founders Day with my sorority, back to work, and then I got sick. And when I got sick, I actually started getting sick prior to me actually completely going out. It started with sore throat, a headache, but mostly a sore throat, which with my seasonal allergies, that's not outside of the norm. So this is the time of year where I get sick. But during the month of January, I still feel like it was successful. Although there were so many things that happened, some things that people may see as a setback because I got sick, I took vacation, like I was out at least 2 weeks out of the month. But like I still made sure that I was pouring into myself. And what do I mean by that? Like I'm listening to my positive videos, I'm reading when I can, I'm doing research and looking into things to not only help me develop myself, but my brand. You know, what are some things that I can bring to you all, whether that's my women's improvement calls, creating like groups for women to get together and really connect and build and grow. There are so many things that I did that look different than what I thought it would look like when I started the year, but still was productive. And I think it's important that we acknowledge that because we expect things to look a certain way, right? Like, so I personally, and I've shared this before, I don't set New Year's resolutions. I do go into the new year with trying to have a word for the year and, kind of just moving around that specific word. There may be goals that I have, but I don't say like for 2023, I'm going to do this different from 2022 because sometimes there's things that carry over from the prior year that I didn't take care of, or I don't want to feel that pressure that if I don't complete it, that I'm a failure. So there's nothing wrong with New Year's resolutions, but I personally don't. But one thing I know that, when I took my break in February and when I took my break in December and I thought about going into January and what January looked like, it looked completely different. But when I reflect just this week about what the things that I was able to accomplish, I still got things done. I think a lot of it goes down to we got to give ourselves grace too. We think if you are a planner like myself, oh my goodness, or if you're a person who likes to be just absolutely in control every part of your day, your calendar, and don't really have that flexibility, like you feel very uncomfortable when things don't go your way. And when I sat back and really thought about like everything that did happen, even though it didn't happen the way I planned it, like I got a lot done. I accomplished a lot. I planned a lot. And I really need to make sure in 2023, going through the rest of the year, I pace myself to do the same because we want to get to the end goal so bad, right? Like we have all these things that we want to do, we want to accomplish, and we feel like we're supposed to be there in a snap. One thing my therapist said to me was, Jessica, you start and have all these amazing ideas and you get rolling, but then you have all these projects that started. Not to say they're not good projects, but they're like 10 projects that are started. And last year, she really had to give me a reality check. Like, you need to put some stuff on the back burner. You have to push some things back. And the Women's Improvement Call and my podcast were two that got pushed back. And the timing was perfect when it finally rolled out. But then also, there are some other things that I just never picked back up. And I don't regret it, but I think her saying that was a good reminder to me, like, girl, slow down. Like, slow down, do one project at a time, because I'm still full-time working corporate America. I have my coaching business, right? So I'm a life coach, leadership development coach, and I have my Women's Improvement Call. I have my podcast. There's so many things and different hats that I'm wearing that I really need to own. Let's do one project at a time, complete it, or get it to 75 to 80% completion and maybe starting another project. And I really thought about like what type of time that would give me if I do that versus trying to start so many projects at once, because I have this long-term end goal and it could take me a few years to get there. So why am I in such a rush? So that was a really good reflection for me. And I thought that with us only being a month into the new year, it might bless someone else to hear that. Like, if you didn't do what you thought you were going to do in January, if you said you were going to start doing something and you started and you had to stop, you started a couple times, or you just didn't get there, like, give yourself some grace and don't be so hard on yourself. The time will come where you'll be able to accomplish it. Pace yourself. Don't take on so many projects. Prioritization is always important, right? But even thinking about like which project is best for this season, and maybe that's one or two, but is it necessary to start all five? Because they're all really, really great ideas. And trust me when I say I'm talking to myself. Is it really, really necessary? And just this week alone has really, really helped me to shift my mindset and get quite a few things completed with just focusing on one project. So I hope that helped you. Again, speaking to myself, but also want to encourage you as you just think about 2023 and think about as we go into this Black History Month, bold, black, and bougie, but no, bold, black, beautiful, excellent, all of those things, like showing up for yourself, but not overworking yourself and not exhausting yourself. So thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any comments that you would like to drop down, any experience from January that you would like to talk about, drop it down in the comments and let's have a conversation.